myself, and I really hope that you guys go and check it out tomorrow. It's going to be on both theirs and my Etsy, and they're going to be discounted during the pre-order stage. So typically they would retail for $11 a piece, but they are going to be sold for $10 a piece or $35 for one of each.
And if you don't like it, you could leave. Okay, love you!
If you miss the cute and colorful things from childhood, the Cosmic Candy Shop may be for you. Ran by Crystal Wood, a woman who has dedicated her life to the cute and colorful, she has decided to bring the world, well, cute and colorful in the form of jewelry and accessories for all kinds of people. So let's take a quick look at what she's got going on, shall we? Here she has a Depop page, which I'm not sure how many of you use Depop. But this is pretty interesting. Oh, we got, what are those, alicorns? Nice. Oh, I'm not a fan of the snakes. That's just me. We got some Squirtle and Bulbasaur going on here. Is that a frog or an alien over here? I mean, just look how cute. And then, of course, I think she's got Etsy. Whoop. Candy Shop's Etsy page. And looky here. Buyers are raving. This shop has gotten multiple 5-star reviews in the past 7 days. Now, that's something you want to see. Already has 61 sales, which is incredible, considering this is a new pop-up little store. Oh, and look. They've got these little circus things going on. We got a bat. It really is the colorful things we all miss out on, huh? Just look at all this. It's adorable. It's just adorable. Here we have the Cosmic Candy Shop's Instagram page with already 430 followers, which is incredible. You can DM her for inquiries. She'll do PayPal, and apparently she can do customs. And of course, she has a tagline. Live cute. Sounds like something we should all try to live by. Cute. Here are some of the images from her Instagram about the things she is selling, like this little dinosaur choker I'm thinking that is. Interesting looking earrings. Nice, nice. We got peeps. Aww. Oh, and here's an image of the creator herself. Living her best life and living her cute life. Okay, you gotta admit, she does look kind of adorable, right? Right. I think so, anyway. At least, I mean, she's happy. That's what matters. And not just that, but it seems that a lot of people are happy with what she does. And what she makes. I mean, look at this. Look at these cute little ducks. Oh. Oh. Ooh. But the question is, who is Crystal? And what inspired her to do this? What inspired the Cosmic Candy Shop?
For as long as I can remember, I have always had some sort of craft project going on. My earliest memories of doing something crafty or artsy, I used to sew with my grandmother. The youngest I ever made a dress was 3, with her help, of course.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's really impressive, getting to work with your grandmother and doing things like that.
She taught me a lot, and I'm very grateful for her.
Sounds like it. So is she what got you into crafting, or?
She was a small part of it. I think most of it was because my dad, he's very artistic. He has always made stuff himself. And so I grew up around it. It was just my normal. And I don't know. I would say that he was a really big inspiration.
So what would you say your favorite part of crafting is?
It's a really good way for me to de-stress and kind of just, you know, it's my happy place. It's where I go whenever I'm just feeling overwhelmed or, You know, it's just something I do to calm down and feel better.
What's one of your favorite items you've made?
One of my favorite items I've made, I made my prom dresses. Those were both very fun to make. At the moment, I'm going through a very big plastic bead phase. I'm sure you can probably tell. I've gotten into making like candy jewelry.
It's the Cosmic Candy Shoppe. Well, ooh.
I also, depending on my mood, I prefer like textiles, like fabric or yarn. And then I've also recently gotten very into resin. I love seeing the end results, but it's definitely not something for everybody. It can be very dangerous.
Ooh. Some of the dangers being, you said fumes earlier?
Yes, you can. The fumes are very, very toxic. You need to do that in a well-ventilated area. If it gets onto your skin, it can cause rashes, in some cases, severe ones.
Ugh.
So, be careful. Wear your PPE.
Oh, yeah. What would you call your style?
My style it's definitely very Japanese fashion inspired. I personally say that I just want to look like a cartoon character. I think it shows just a little bit.
But hey, you rock it.
Thank you. It's taken me years to curate this style.
Where do you get your inspiration from? Like, where do you pull your style ideas?
Ooh. Well, a mishmash of different places. I've followed a lot of people for years. Like, one of my big fashion inspirations is a YouTuber named Pixie Locks. She's one of my favorites.
Pixie.
Pixie Locks.
Locks?
I believe so. If not, then it's LOX. But but it's just seeing like what kind of stuff is happening in Japan. Anime is a really big inspiration of mine. Cartoons such as Steven Universe are a very big inspiration of mine. I pull from non-people related stuff as well, like the candy shop aesthetic. I also, I guess a kid's toy store, just places that are bright and colorful and invoke a fun, adventurous feeling. That's what I want to wear.
I think it shows.
Thank you.
What inspired you to start your shop?
Well, a combination of things. I have always wanted to, I've been an entrepreneur for as long as I have been making stuff. In the 4th grade, was it?
I think so.
I used to have a bow business, and little 4th grade Crystal was bringing home like $50 a day with her bow business. So it's always been something that was going to happen.
Sounds like you just love being your own boss.
Yes. In fact, I quit my day job to pursue this full time. So,
Hey, we all want to make our dreams happen.
that's true. If you're not happy, you're not happy.
How'd you come up with the name?
It's been through several iterations before I've landed on what it is now. It used to be, let's see, Crystal's Cosmic Creations, I believe, and then it was Cosmic Creations, and then the more people who got online and liked space, the more Cosmic Creations kind of started popping up, and I just felt like that wasn't entirely on brand with what I wanted. So I switched it to Cosmic Candy Shoppe. It's got the space themes, it's got the candy themes. It seems very fitting, I think.
I think so too. How long have you been doing this, the whole shop thing? If you could take a guess.
Well, I have been doing it for about a year now officially, a little over a year actually. I started last February, something like that. But I was still working for most of that time. I quit my job in December, and I have been pursuing this full time and taking it much more seriously ever since then.
If you had to make a guess, what's like your least favorite thing to like try to work with when you're creating?
Are you asking like material wise?
Material wise, like what do you find the most difficult to work with?
Ooh, that's very tough. Well, to go back to resin, I suppose. Like I said, I love the end results, but it's like, it's very messy, it's very spumy, it's very sticky. It's a wonderful medium, and I applaud people who are full-time resin artists, though. It's just, I couldn't do that as my whole thing.
Have you ever learned any hard lessons from crafting?
Hard lessons from crafting. Hard lessons from crafting. Patience. Patience is very important. You will never finish anything if you don't have the patience to finish it.
Sounds like something I need to learn.
You should take up crochet then, because that takes a lot of patience.
What would you say is the easiest like medium to work with?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Easiest medium to work with. I find this really hard because most of the stuff that I do can be pretty difficult. I suppose if I were to just buy a charm or find something at the store that I wanted to turn into earrings, perhaps, it's pretty easy to convert most things into earrings. Especially like things that are made out of softer plastics, because they're less likely to destroy your drill bits. Besides that, beads.
And here's a thing about some of her customer reviews. Look at this. What are we gonna see? Oh, isn't that sweet? Graham's thinking. Instagram, are you okay?
I, who has a cosmic themed shirt and a cosmic themed shop, has bought space pants because I must be the ultimate cosmic space warrior. Wait. This is all jewelry. Shop stuff. Oh gosh.
Honey, I'm a man now.
Have you got support from family?
I've had a very mixed bag. Some people have been very, very supportive and have been gently encouraging me to pursue what I want for years. And some people have tried to tell me that my career path is not very, it's not the most rational choice of careers, which I do understand that, but I feel like it is worth the risk.
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
Absolutely, I live by that. This is kind of silly, but I would really like to start bringing in textiles. Like, I want to make scrunchies and just expand so more people will find what I do interesting.
Sounds like before it's over, you're going to have your whole a whole shop, like not just online, but
That's the plan. If I could ever get a physical location, or like if I ever get big enough where I have to hire people and have a physical location, then I will be living the dream.
what kind of advice can you give for others?
For people who are just starting out, advertising is super important. You can have the best stuff out there, and if you don't advertise, no one will know. And if you are trying to sell online, Etsy is a good place to start because everyone knows what Etsy is.
What would younger you think right now?
I really, really hope that younger me would be proud of me. And I really, really hope that younger me would see what we have become and be hopeful. She also would probably like my hair.
I think so too. I think so too. What? I heard you went to Memphis for an art expo.
I sure did.
What was the expo called? Just for those of us who weren't in the know.
It was just a Memphis pop-up event. It didn't have a specific name, but if you follow any of my social media, then you will be able to find the pop-up event.
Did you have fun there?
It was one of the best experiences ever. That weekend was very stressful and stuff kept going wrong, but I would not trade it for the world.
Murphy's Law.
Absolutely.
So what was the expo like for? What was it about?
It was,
Like I said, just for those of us who are not in the know.
alrighty. The art expo was a gathering of small artists who all make different things like enamel pins, soaps, candles, clothing. Just if you can think of it, it was probably there. And it was, everybody had like really cool specific art styles like my own. It felt like a anime convention, if I am being honest.
Did you get a booth? Like,
Oh yes, we set up our own table. It was an outside event. So we had a table and we had a tent that I bought to put over the whole thing. We actually had two tables that we set up.
ooh.
And I have a banner with my stuff on it, and we just decorated it up. It was very, very cute.
It sounds like it. Did you learn anything new while you were there?
Yes. Whenever I set up another physical booth, which will happen, I plan on doing that, hopefully as soon as possible. Account for wind. We had to duct tape everything down to the table.
Those are the blooper reels nobody sees.
It was very funny.
Like, what did it feel like to be there? Was it like you'd hoped?
It was exactly how I hoped. I didn't know what to expect, but it was so much fun. I met so many cool, interesting, like-minded people. I gained a few new fans, which is weird to say out loud.
Hey, if the shoe fits.
Yeah.
This inspire you to want to do more?
Oh yes. Even though I came back from the convention and I was absolutely exhausted, I want to do that every single weekend for the rest of my life. It was such a rush meeting all those new people. It was so fun.
What's it like seeing someone wearing your things?
It is such a humbling feeling. I honestly cannot describe just how happy it makes me to see people like just out and about wearing the stuff that I've made. It just, I could cry. It's so nice.
And what about your websites? I know you've said them before, but I'd like you to reiterate if you don't mind.
I absolutely can do that. We are on Instagram. This is where I'm the most active. Facebook and Etsy. And I'm also in the process of getting together a group for local artists where we can... Would you like me to re-say that?
That's fine. We ignore, we're outside, things happen.
But yeah, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy. If you want the most updates, check my Instagram.
right. And if there anything you would like to add, just
If you guys have a supportive friend group, never let them go. Because my friends, if it weren't for them, I would not be where I am. They have went above and beyond to encourage me and uplift me when I have felt down. And I am so appreciative of all of them. So that's my big takeaway from this. Friendship can really make you your best self.
And on that note, I'd like to reiterate one more time. This is Crystal Wood from Cosmic Candy Shoppe. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little tongue-tied.
Happens to the best of us.
It's what happens when you're in the shade of greatness.
Oh, thank you.
That was the Cosmic Candy Shoppe. If anything interested you, please look at the links below and purchase something. I am Courtney McCullough from Ageless Rider Studios. Have a great day. Bring in clothes to the shop at some point?
Actually, I do plan on bringing in, like, maybe not so much completely handmade garments, unless I just get to that point. But I do plan on making my own apparel in the future. There's actually stuff in the works in the background right now. So
Well,
posted.
that's exciting for all of us.
Absolutely. I also might be having a my own purse made soon, like completely made from scratch, but then sent to a manufacturer so that we can get a whole bunch of them made in bulk.
I think that's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm very excited.